Now we're going to get into more of the details of the healer's training process. Page 3. So Don asks, would the healer's training program involve specific instructions and exercises? Ra says, since we're not now incarnate on earth, we can only guide and specify. We cannot show by example. This is a handicap. However, there should indeed be fairly specific exercises of mind, body, and spirit during the teaching process we offer. But again, please remember that healing is but one aspect of the law of one. To reach a pure understanding of unity, it's not necessary to heal or to show any manifestation at all, but only to exercise the discipline of understanding. The gate to intelligent infinity. Hi, Joel. Can you mute your mic?
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. The gate to intelligent infinity, which is 8th density creator mind accessed by 7 through 6. The gate to intelligent infinity can only be opened when the healer has an understanding of the in-streamings of intelligent energy, creator power. These are the natural laws of your local space-time continuum, 3D, and its web of electromagnetic sources or nexi of in-streaming energy, 7 chakras. Before the body can be initiated, the mind must be initiated. This is the point at which most adepts of your present cycle find their mind-body-spirit system most distorted. When the character and personality, that is the true identity of the mind, has been discovered, then the body must be known in each and every way. The various functions of the body need understanding and control with detachment. Know then first the mind and body. Then, as the spirit is integrated and synthesized, these are harmonized into a mind-body-spirit system which can move along the dimensions, these are the energy centers, and open the gateway to intelligent infinity, R6, R7, 6 and 7th rays or chakras, thus healing self by light and sharing that light with others. This is, really deep. And so let me explain. So yes, indeed, there should be specific exercises. And so the initiates in ancient Egypt and in true mystery schools were and are given specific exercises. You see that in the, Rosicrucian literature, which purports to be, continuity from the Egyptian mystery schools, and they have all sorts of specific exercises. And so, yeah, there are lots of exercises. And again, this is Western preparation, Western metaphysics, preparation to be a healer, to heal self with light and then offer that light to others. So the first point to bear in mind is that the healer is the one who's healed him or herself. There is no true healer but the one who's done self-healing first. And that's, has to be an integral portion of the training. If it's not, then it's not really full training. The self practices the healing on the self first. So Ra also makes this point that please understand, healing is just one aspect or one manifestation of the law of one. To reach pure understanding of unity, it's not necessary to heal. It's not necessary to show any manifestation at all, including magic powers or siddhis. It's not necessary. Only it's necessary, or only what occurs, is exercising the discipline of understanding. This phrase, the discipline of understanding, is very lovely. And it shows that the root of discipline is not physical exercise in sense of discipline that are spiritual practice as a discipline, spiritual disciplines, spiritual practices. The point of them is not the physical movement or the work of concentration even of mind, like in meditation. The work is developing understanding or comprehension, knowing. And so to Don, who thinks, I want to help the world by being a healer, Ra is saying, well, look, guy, if you want to have a full realization of unity, which is enlightenment, you don't need to be a healer. Please understand that. You really need to be exercising the discipline of understanding, and that's what that's what Ra is teaching. In fact, you can say that this entire Healing and Balance PDF, or all Ra's teachings on healing and balance, is they're teaching the discipline of understanding, which is really saying, change your mind, your ass will follow. That's George Clinton from Funkadelic, or P-Funk, a bunch of black funky rappers. Not before rap, it was sort of soul rap, soul music, funk, heavy bass from the 70s. Anyway, I think his quote was, save your mind, your ass will follow. So Ra is saying, change your mind, exercise understanding, and that will bring the consciousness and awareness that you seek, and the joy and the freedom. That's what's needed, not to become a healer. You want to be a healer, fine. The gate to intelligent infinity, again, this is 7th, 8th density, 8th ray, can only be opened when the healer understands in-streamings of intelligent energy, meaning etheric energy. So mainly the healer's work, the technical portion of healer's training is 6th chakra energy working, out of body and in body, applying mind and will to understand and to master somewhat electromagnetic energy dynamics, or etheric energy dynamics. It's very subtle. And these are what Ra calls natural laws of your local space-time continuum, the 3D time-space, actually. 3D space-time, time-space energy architecture. And the web of electromagnetic sources, or nexi of in-streaming energy. So this is a really, all these terms are so loaded. Electromagnetic sources equals the nexi of in-streaming energy. So the chakras are nexi, or nexus points, multiple focal points, or foci or nexi. These are lovely Greek words. F-O-C-I, N-E-X-I. Focus point is equal to the web of electromagnetic sources. So this is a little bit like saying, as within, so without. The 7 chakras and the electromagnetic etheric energy grid of the body is a reflection, or is a manifestation, or a holographic analogy for the universal electromagnetic grid and the universal 7-dimensional energy structure. In Hinduism, they're very aware of etheric energy, and Kundalini and Shaktipat initiation, where the guru touches the disciple with hand or an instrument and transmits energy. They know very well the chakras, the nadis, the energy lines, the channels, the airs, A-I-R-S. They know very well about this. And one of the deep teachings there is the electromagnetic energy body of the self is the universe. The universe is accessed by the self, the universal energetic energy blueprint, energy grid, whatever you want to call it, and the universal energy network is accessed and known only by the self's electromagnetic body, or etheric body energy network. And so knowing the body is knowing the universe. Mastering the body is mastering the universe. It's very, very subtle. And that's what Ra is alluding to. Inner and outer are one. The law of one, right? All is one. That's what we're talking about here. So, very subtle. The web of sources equals the nexi of in-streaming receivers. The 7 chakras equals the 7 dimensions. The electromagnetic grid of the body equals the universal etheric grid. Because the universal is only known through us, by us. And know the self, you know the all. So, Okay. Before body, mind must be initiated. And that's interesting. That's why Ra uses the sequence mind, body, spirit. I often say body, mind, spirit. They regularly say mind, body, spirit only. Not only, but regularly. Because mind is the point at which most adepts of the present cycle find themselves most distorted. Mind is most distorted, as we know. When the character and then the personality that is the true identity of the mind is discovered, then they work on body or do initiation of body. So what are you talking about? The character and the personality that is the true identity of mind. Well, that's pretty subtle. The character of mind's identity, the personality of the mind's identity, meaning the character of true mind, the personality of true mind, both personal and impersonal. When you know that, meaning you know your personal mind and you know the nature of mind itself. This is, straight up Buddhism, especially Theravada, Vipassana. Books and books have been written in the early days, over 1,000 years ago, talking about the nature of the elements of mind. That's a part of this study, or related. So Ra says, no, first then the mind, and then the body, and then the spirit will be integrated and synthesized. I didn't say, but in terms of body, they're saying the functions of various functions of body need understanding and control with detachment. This is also a lovely balancing because understanding is fourth chakra. Ra often says is love backslash understanding. So love and understanding are two sides of the same, similar to love light. And control doesn't mean domination and manipulation. It really means discipline or management. And that's wisdom. So they're really saying functions of body need to be understood and need to be ordered or regulated by wisdom. Bring your understanding and your manifestation, physical and energetic, into accord with balanced love wisdom. Through understanding and absolute acceptance of your own body and your own body's needs, weaknesses, limitations, strengths, pleasures, pains, ... Knowing it, accepting it, loving it as it is, then there's control with detachment. Control with detachment means wise, careful regulation, which means if you want to eat ice cream, but you probably shouldn't eat five quarts of it. If you want to have coffee every day, then have coffee every day. But if you have it 3 times a day, you'll burn out your kidney. You know what I mean? It's a little bit like that. If you want to have sex, have sex. But if you do it all day and all night and you forget your job and you forget your relationships or your social life or whatever it is, you're going to become in trouble. So it's not about domination control, but it's about balanced regulation. And that's much harder. And Ra talks about that in another place as being valuable today, or the nature of the teaching required for body today versus the teaching that was given and needed 5,000 years ago. Because at that time, consciousness was more primitive. So that's also interesting, is that these teachings do shift as the quality of mind and body shifts through a cycle, through the 3D cycle with humanity on Earth. Also very deep and very subtle. So the spirit work is integration with mind-body and synthesis. One of the functions of activation of 6th chakra, Ray 6, is coordination of that 6th chakra with the other 5, or the lower 5. And so, one of the hypothalamus is the master gland, right? Joel, you would know that better than me as a doctor. With glandular control and regulation of the whole system. And so the glandular system is the manifestation of the chakras in biochemical manifestation, biochemical outpicturing. And so the chariot in the tarot, I think it's number 6, is also called a charioteer, as in Oversoul, higher self, Atman, as in 6 chakra coordination or synthesis of the lower 5. So these things all work together. And so as that, after body-mind is healed, spirit is integrated, 6 chakra synthesizes, coordinates with the others into the unified body-mind-spirit, mind-body-spirit system, and then which can move along the dimensions. That doesn't mean necessarily jumping, going out of body. Now I'm in 4th, now I'm in 5th, now I'm in 6th. How about this place? How about that place? It's not about place. It's about moving along the dimensions as moving consciousness up and down the 7 centers. Meaning freely we can be in love, freely we can be in wisdom, freely we can be in oneness, freely we can be in joy. 7. And thereby open gateway to intelligent infinity. The gateway is 6, intelligent infinity is 7. That's the head centers. Those 2 centers, the head, represent the spirit sphere, the sphere of spirit, as opposed to body-mind related to the first 5. Healing self by light, sharing that light with others. So to be a healer, you first heal self by light, and share that light with others is the active portion of the working.